Hello, this is Emily Brown Seal, here to talk to you about humorous anecdotes. What? Like I said, my name is Emily Brown Seal, and I'm here to talk to you about how to create a humorous anecdote. I'd like to start, of course, by telling a humorous anecdote of my own. When I was 7 years old, my family decided to take a canoe trip. For reasons unclear to me now, we decided to put all of the grown-ups in one canoe and all the kids in the other. As you can imagine, the grown-up canoe went merrily down the stream, while the kid canoe ricocheted from embankment to embankment like a pinball. So my father decided to save time by tying the grown-up canoe to the kid canoe and by pulling us along. Everything was going a lot faster until we came to a bend in the river. Now, for those of you who are not experts at aquamarine navigation, let me break it down for you. The grown-up canoe went clearly around the bend while the kid canoe shotgunned into the embankment and flipped. The worst part about this is that I lost my jelly sandals. They were pink and sparkly, and I watched them float off into the sunset. When we got back to the house, my grandmother was sitting on the front porch. She asked my sister, "How was your canoe trip?" And my sister said, "Oh, and Grandma, it was a great adventure." My grandma asked me, "Emily, how was your canoe trip?" And I said it was the worstest day of my life. Let's switch formats, shall we? So, like I said earlier, I want you to create a humorous anecdote. Use all of the same speech skills you've been learning, only now be funny. Think of these 10 tricks as a menu to pick and choose from. I don't expect you to use them all. Find out more information about your assignment on the syllabus. Now for our tricks. 10 tricks to a funnier story. Number 1, have fun. I like the way Donnie Tamblyn describes being funny as simply having fun. If you're having fun, your audience will have fun. Don't feel a need to make them laugh out loud or fall out of their chair. Just have a good time and invite them to have a good time with you. Number 2, peekaboo. Do you remember peekaboo? The game popular with toddlers the world over? Believe it or not, the same principles that apply to the game apply to your story. If you can say something unexpected or surprising, you can probably get a laugh out of your audience. Number 3, list in threes. If you have a list, 3 is the magic number in comedy. For example, in my purse, I have a cell phone, a wallet, and a pickle. Notice the punchline is at the end. The full comedy rule actually states 3s, 5s, and 47s. 47 is not a literal number, but indicates that if a list is ridiculously long, that's also funny. Number 4, incorporate opposites. A tall guy looks taller next to a short guy. The literary term is antithesis. Knowing opposites are funny, remember, a little exaggeration never hurt anyone. How could the circumstances of your particular story be more risky, more important, or more embarrassing? Number 5, be clear. Clarity is comedy. Never confuse your audience. Edit until you can't stand it. Ask not what can I put into my story, but what can I leave out? Number 6, keep it short. In comedy, there's a mantra, louder, faster, funnier, which means louder plus faster equals funnier. In other words, a long, drawn-out story is much less likely to be funny. Number 7, watch your timing. Some people have natural comedic time. But if you don't, just cut out unnecessary pauses. Don't be a Shatner impersonator. A lot of internal pauses will surely slow down your momentum, so rehearse, and be quick-witted. Number 8, use poetic language. Wordplay may mean a pun, a repetition, a metaphor, repetition. Get creative. Number 9, incorporate fun words. Funny words scientifically contain p or k or some other hard consonant sound. Think of how many jokes involve chickens. Consider the word kumquat. The words themselves are playful. Those hard sounds also add rhythmic clarity. Number 10, reveal something at the end of your story. Philip Rosenthal, creator of Everybody Loves Raymond, asks his writers, was it worth coming all this way for? Make sure your story has an ending that has new information and a clear conclusion. All right, I've given you an example. I've given you 10 tricks. Go and make me proud. Thanks for listening.